In the harsh expanse of the Australian outback, a group of 5 explorers embarked on an expedition to map uncharted territories, led by the seasoned and stoic Sam Jenkins. The team consisted of the bright-eyed biologist Maria Sanchez, the tech-savvy drone operator Keith Parker, the always curious archaeologist Dr. Emily Bennett, and the rugged survival expert Jack Thompson. Their mission was clear-cut, but the wilderness had other plans. On the third night, as the group gathered around their campfire, Maria recounted tales she'd heard from the local indigenous people about the Bunyip, a monstrous creature said to haunt waterholes and billabongs. "It's just a legend," Keith scoffed, adjusting his drone equipment. But the atmosphere grew tense, and the usual sounds of the night seemed eerily absent. The following morning, they discovered strange tracks near the waterhole, large and clawed, unlike anything they had seen before. Jack, with his deep knowledge of wildlife, couldn't identify them. "Whatever made these tracks doesn't belong out here," he murmured. As the days passed, unease settled over the group. Supplies began to go missing, odd noises echoed through the night, and shadows seemed to move just beyond the campfire light. Sam, always the rational leader, insisted on pressing forward, but even his resolve was starting to crack. One evening, the drone captured footage of a dark, lumbering shape near their camp. When they reviewed it, everyone's faces went pale. The creature was massive, with glowing eyes and a form that defied natural explanation. Dr. Bennett suggested it could be an undiscovered species, but the fear in her eyes said otherwise. The Bunyip was real, and it was stalking them. Determined to get evidence, the team set a series of traps and cameras around the camp. That night, a chorus of roars split the silence, and the ground seemed to tremble. The next morning, one of their traps was destroyed, and the camera footage showed only fleeting glimpses of the beast, too fast to capture clearly. It became a game of cat and mouse, the Bunyip always one step ahead. Exhausted and terrified, the explorers decided to abandon their mission. As they hastily packed up, Jack went missing. Panicked, they searched desperately, only to find his torn vest by the waterhole. Sam ordered the immediate evacuation, but the Bunyip's presence loomed over them. Racing through the underbrush, they finally reached their evacuation point where a helicopter awaited. As they lifted off, they glimpsed the Bunyip from the air, its form blending into the landscape, a ghost of the outback. They escaped with their lives, but left with the haunting knowledge that some legends are rooted in terrifying reality. The outback, vast and untamed, held mysteries that were best left undisturbed.